Next one, paper ID 3657, crowd anomaly detection and localization via deep learning convolutional modeling with improved spatio-temporal structures.
Good afternoon to one and all. Myself is Jyoti Kendule, working as a system professor in Sweris College of Engineering, Pandapur. Here I am going to present my paper, A Survey on Internet of Things Framework for Crowd Management System. Content of today's presentation is like this: introduction, functional block, IoT protocols, IoT applications, and IoT frameworks for the crowd management system, conclusion and references. In the introduction, seasonally a huge number of people visit the public places like Makkah, Medina, Wari, etc. So very high crowd may result in a mass panic, crowd crushing, and causes overall control loss. So therefore, to avoid crowd disaster, there is a need for effective crowd management system with a modern technology. So as a modern technology makes people's life easy and safe. So nowadays, most commonly used modern technology is the IoT. So as an Internet of Things. So what is IoT? IoT is nothing but one type of a network which is consists of the objects along with the different things with the sensors, softwares, and other technologies for the purpose of connecting and exchanging the data with other devices and system over the internet. So these devices are considered from ordinary households objects to this industrial tools. As like it is shown in the diagram, IoT is nothing but anytime, any place, anywhere for any service, we can use a Internet of Things. So as Internet of Things is there, as we are connecting the different physical objects, it's having the different blocks. So these are the functional blocks of the IoT, like a device, communication, services, security, and application. As these are the functional blocks, each block is having its own function. Like for it as a device provides sensing, actuation, monitoring, and the control functions. Communication, as its name implies, is handles the communication for the Internet of Things system. Services, it gives a different types of the services like monitoring, controlling, and publishing type of the service. Management, it provides a various different type of the functions related with the IoT system. As a system is there, as we are going to connect the physical objects with the Internet of Things, security must be there. So the next block is the security. It provides authentication, authorization, message, and the content integrity and the data security. Then last functional block is application. So it is provides the interface for the users to control and monitor the system. Means here it is, with the help of this block, we are going to design the different types of the applications with the help of IoT. So as IoT is Internet of Things, we are going to communicate with the different types of the devices. So protocols are there. So what do you mean by the protocol? Before that, communication means what? Its communication is nothing but there is electronics devices is like a communication between the humans. Means we are supposed to communicate, but for the communication, both the sides language should be same. So for that language, some protocols and some standards are designed that is called as the protocols. So communication protocols are the standards that contains data exchange rules and the formats between the embedded systems. So based on the different layers, it's having the different protocols. For example, network layer, IP protocol is there. For data link layer, IEEE protocol is there. So in which layer we want to use that design the IoT application, based on that we have to select the particular protocol. Then different applications are there, as I told you. So nowadays most commonly used modern technology is Internet of Things. So different types of applications are there with the help we can design with the help of IoT. It's like IoT applications run on IoT devices and can be created to be specific to almost every industry and the vertical, including healthcare, industry automation, smart homes and buildings, dash. This here it is in the diagram. I have shown the IoT's works in the everywhere, like it's from the energy, logistic, agriculture, retail, environment, cities, health and lifestyle, industry, home automation. Means in these areas, different types in areas as well as in different applications, IoT is used. After that, I'm going to concentrate on the crowd-based applications for the IoT. So here it is. I'm going to discuss about the different types of the crowd management system with the help of IoT framework. So I have surveyed some paper for the crowd management system using IoT, and I'm going to discuss that. So what is IoT framework? So IoT framework is nothing but that is a middle layer where you are going to design your application and you are going to give the some output of that. So that is nothing but a IoT framework. So this is the first survey whatever I have done with respect to the IoT framework for the crowd management system is IoT framework concept for a smart city application. This is the IoT framework for that. What they have done in this figure shows the proposed IoT framework concept. This is only for the smart city applications. The IoT framework concept is comprised of the 5 layers like it is shown in the diagram: sensing layer, network layer, middleware layer, and the application layer. Here it is recommended by the SIGMA in 2018. These are the layers of the IoT. Then this main aspect is addressed by the IoT framework concept are sustainability, decentralization, autonomy, security, and the modularity. This designed it's only for the just they have given the framework. They have not given any result with respect to this. Means we can use this type of framework and we can work in any type of any layer of the IoT. Second one is an IoT based crowd monitoring system. In this work, an IoT based crowd management system is presented as like in the shown in the diagram. The main objective is to provide a smart crowd monitoring system that can count and detect the people in the scene. As like shown in the diagram, IP camera is there. The overall system consists of the IP camera that is used for the recording of the people, that video clips or the sequences. The recorded video sequences are forwarded to the server using the internet connection. As like shown in the diagram, internet router is there, internet is there, server is there. The server records the video sequences and transfers them to a deep learning based detection model for the further analyzing and the further processing. The training sequences are used to train the detection model that is used for the people detection and the counting. In this paper, author have designed one model called as SSD model, means single shot multiple box detector model for the training that whatever the data we will get from the IP camera. As a model is trained on the data set captured from the frontal view, the transfer learning approach is used. As well as they have added the trained layer to the pre-trained model. After training, improved model is obtained for testing and real-time processing of the data. And finally, the data is transferred to the server, which is further used by surveillance monitoring center as like shown in the diagram. This is all about this diagram and the IoT based framework for the crowd monitoring system. Third framework is the crowd management framework. This is using IoT. Mainly, this framework is having the 3 different types of the layers: sensor layer, management layer, interface layer. As like IoT is having the different types of the layers, this author is works in 3 different layers only: sensor layer, management layer, and the interface layer. Each layer is having the different function. First one is a sensor layer. Sensor layer includes all sensors to be used for the crowd data acquisition and the people tracking. This for tracking the people and for tracking the smart devices, this layer is used. The management layer is acting as a middleware layer between the sensor and the interface layer. The interface layer is an application which aims to help administrator and visitors to avoid crowd disaster. And it informs to the pilgrims or the visitors about 3 different types of the conditions like opening of the doors or the roads, then which area is crowded area, uncrowded area, and the third one is how to locate their groups and friends. Okay, it's having the 3 different types of the objectives. All 3 objectives are achieved by this researcher and the author. And the last IoT framework, it is for that related with the integrated things, like the author have considered the different types of the integrated things like IP camera, RFID, wireless sensor network, fog architecture is specially used in this network. Firstly, the crowd assembly area to a number of cells, each of them with many IP cameras, RFID, WSN, and the smart devices for the collecting the data. This for collecting the data, different types of the smart devices are being used. Then the data will be processed by that locally in a fog node. This for the processing is done at the local fog node. Which could be available in each cell to make a decision with a latency. Means immediately we are supposed to take the decision for the crowded uncrowded area. So there is a latency should not be there. The result from the fog then sent to the core fog node for the rigorous processing and the organization. As like a diagrams, as like shown the diagram, data mining, scheduling, computing, these type of things we are supposed to do before giving the result to the visitors or to the public. In the conclusion, today's IoT is being implemented everywhere, which is of a human concern, like a smart city, smart environment, security. As like I told you, IoT applications are everywhere, but crowd safety is the ultimate goal of the crowd-related research. These are the references. Like I have surveyed only 6 to 7 papers. Thank you.
What is there? It is a literature survey, right?
Yes, sir.
May I know which is the base paper of this one for this implementation?
Yes, sir. I'll show. This one is crowd management framework.
No, base paper I'm asking is by considering
Reference.
Yeah.
Reference. From the reference, this one is the sixth one paper.
Sixth one is it. Now you're going to implement some system. If I compare that particular work,
Yes.
whatever sixth work is there,
Hmm.
what changes you're going to do in that one?
Yes, sir. Actually, my research topic is the efficient crowd management system using IoT. Now only I'm giving the that I'm doing the literature survey and the review related with the different types of IoT frameworks are available. So based on that, I'm going to design my IoT framework for the crowd management system. So then I will compare it. So these many are available. Out of that, I'm going to choose one best of it, and I will try to do something else in that.
Okay.
Yes.
You can stop sharing.
Yes. Thank you, sir.